Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first episode of season two, African Talking Sports with your host, Big Scout, Ty, Drinco, and Giggs. We got one of our hosts missing today. Gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting season. Last weekend, we could not get on the pod. Actually, we did get on the pod, but for one reason or another, we didn't get everything. Some things got lost in production. So here we are. We got you from week two. We hope to pick up from last season and just carry on strong. Gentlemen, new season. How you guys doing? How was your summer?
Who you asking
Summer was
first?
great, man. We have football all summer, man. So
Summer was good. Summer was good.
yeah, we're blessed.
Let's try with Drinko. Drinko, what's going on?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. The summer was great. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I've been missing this for a while now, so I'm happy that the season have kicked off, and we are all back here together and we can discuss some real good football. And the summer, as Geek said, the summer was really good. We had some good tournaments. Messi finally won an international trophy. We must mention.
Oh
So
Lord,
things are good.
Gigs, how was your summer, bro? Football wise, you like what's going on at Madrid?
Not really, but it's Madrid, my man. We'll always come back and beat Madrid. Nobody can take that one from us. But like I said earlier, the summer was great. We had Olympics, Copa, Euros, so we couldn't complain this time.
Did you watch Olympics?
Yeah, I used to watch
Okay.
Brazil mostly. Yeah, I used to watch Brazil here and there. But
I
yeah,
barely watched.
The Olympics were kind of dead with all the crowd being there, but they still had some good
I did.
soccer games.
yeah, I did watch the full finals though. The finals.
I saw only
Good.
highlights, from the Olympics. I didn't see anything else. Ty, what about you? I know you had a wonderful summer.
Wonderful summer. It's still continuing. We just we just added a Super Cup to what we had from the past season. So we're gunning for more things. Man, summer was great. Summer was great. The Euros was a good tournament. We enjoyed that. The season started out great too. So we'll see how things go, but I'm liking things so far. Still early though.
All right, all right. I can see some people are enthusiastic more than others. But let's give you a little bit of format for the show today. In part one, we're going to do the season preview of the Premier League, and then our resident European correspondent will do the top leagues in Europe. And then we'll do the major transfers that have happened so far for some of the teams and what we expect before the end of the window in 2 weeks' time. And then we'll come back in part two. We'll do our top four predictions, and then we'll also do the weekend games predictions that we always do. So without further ado, let's start with you, Ty. Season preview. How do you see this new Premier League season kicking off? What are you looking for as far as the football, VAR, referees, quality of football, fans back in the stand? And that question applies to all of you guys, not
Well,
just to Ty.
the number one thing is the fans being back in the stands. That just brought back. We forgot what we've been missing. Actually, we're starting to get used to those empty stadiums, but the fans being back, that atmosphere, the tension that's in the game, the energy that's in the game, it's just different. It just feels different. You can even hear it like permeating through the TV speakers. So the fans being back is a pretty great deal. For the season, I mean, they promised us that they were going to fix the offside rule. They were going to fix the VR reviews and the penalty calls. We'll see. The first week, nothing really crazy happened, so we don't know yet. I mean, oh no, something happened. Something happened that was close to that. The Bruno goal in the Man U game. Aldrin printed out. Drinko was like last season that would have been offsides, and that was true because it was like very marginal, but it was a good goal. It was a good goal. So that was one thing that happened. But we'll see how the season progresses. In terms of the whole season, I'm looking forward to good football. I think this season in the EPL will be very close. I don't think it's going to be a runaway winner at the top. If somebody wins, probably going to be like no
3 to
no
6
more than
points.
no more than that's what I was about to say. I was about to say 3 or 6, but no more than 2 games. That 13-10, I don't think it's going to happen again this season because teams strengthening, teams coming back healthy, teams gelling with the second year with the coaches and stuff like that. So it will be pretty tight. It'll be pretty tight. We had not a bunch. We had a few transfers go on. We got some pending that's yet to happen that will shape the season across Europe. That's the Spanish league, the French league, German league, and the English Premier League. So I'm looking forward to good football.
All right. Giggs, what about you?
Like the fans, we need the fans back because watching from home without fans, it'd be tough, man. The game, it seems even if the game good, it still don't get that feel. So the fans being back is that's all I need. Everything else that comes with the game, we have to accept. We talk about it every week. VAR, referee, we just gotta live with those. But the fans coming back is very important. But we can't do nothing about rule change and all that. We just complain and we move on, and we go to the next game. But as far as the season,
especially bad last year, though.
Yeah, it was, and I think it'll get worse this year. I think it'll be worse. Trust me.
Well, VAR?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think it'll be worse?
I think it'll be worse. I think it'll be worse.
I think they saw the Euros and they would try to pull some things from there.
They're about to try to do too. They're about to try to do too much, and then it will mess it up. You see. But okay. I'm just glad the fans back so we can enjoy the game because without the fans, it was
Drinco, Madridista, Leeds United, Chelsea, man.
Hey, don't forget Borussia Dortmund. But anyway,
you got no shame, man.
Let's VAR. I'm still the same on VAR. I don't like it. I don't see a need for it in the game. I think it should be gone. But as long as the EPL keep messing around with VAR, I think the worse it's going to become. I don't think it's going to change much this season. Maybe we might have a few good goals that were canceled last season count this time as goal. I don't know how the handball thing is going to pan out and stuff like that. But VAR is going to play a major role in this season. The referees, we know how bad they are in the EPL. I don't know what's going to change this season. I think we got the same core of referees there. But when it comes down to the team, I'm happy that everybody is starting to look at the EPL again as a top 4 team league and not a top 6. I think we just need to focus on the. It's been all over the news and the blogs. Predicting top 4, not top 6 anymore. Because
you are making it because they still say top 6.
I know where this conversation is going. Let's
look at the top 4, right? I think Man City.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Okay, I think, and like Tyron said, I think we're going to have a really good EPL season. I think the teams there are going to be close to each other. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think there are going to be some upsets along the way with some of the big teams that they will not be expecting, because there are some good teams. We saw what Brentford did to the other team from North London the other day. So
not even 9 minutes into the show. Anyway, let me give you guys my expectations on the season. Actually, I'm going to divert a little bit from you guys. I don't think it's going to be as close as last year. I think the big boys having the fans back are going to be a little bit more going to get some of them. Like last year, the way it was close and everybody was beating everybody. I don't think it's going to be that much. I mean, you always have that in England.
You mean at the top or throughout the league?
Throughout the league, not just at the top. I don't think some of what we saw with the small teams beating the big teams with as much as it happened in the last 18 months, I don't think we're going to have that. But some of the rule changes I wanted to go over. The handball rule, they've said they've modified it. If the ball touch your if it's hand to ball, if it's in a natural position, and as far as offside, if your hand is offside, they've gone back to the old rule that we always thought it was. If your hand is offside, it's not going to count. And as far as the VAR, the offside rule, they change it. First of all, they're not going to be showing all those lines anymore in the VAR, just like they're trying to take from the Euros, where they're not going to be showing, they're not going to be drawing all the lines. All that stuff is going to remain in the background, so it'll be less controversial. That's the second thing they did.
Well, they didn't say they're not going to draw lines. They said they're going to make the line a little thicker.
But I don't think they're even going to show us.
Yeah, they might say they might not show us the feed to prolong it, but they said they're going to make the lines thicker. So I'm pretty sure whatever feed that ref is looking at is still going to have lines.
Yeah, that I totally agree with that. But I think it drew more controversy from the fan base when they were drawing lines from different angles, because we were wondering if you draw it from this angle is different. If you draw it from that angle, where angle are you doing it from? And then it was so small. So they said they're not going to do that anymore. So
no, but the lines are not going away though.
No, they're not going to show it.
The lines are not going away. What they're going to do?
They're not going to show it to us.
They're going to
and they're going to make it thicker.
I think they're going to show on TV, but they're going to have they're going to have a blue line. I think for the forward, a red line for the defender. And if the two lines overlap each other, it turns to a green line. If it turns to a green line, then he's onside.
I have not heard this.
Where you get that
from? Dude, I read it online. I'm telling you.
So it gotta be true.
And in fact, they talk about it on the NBC show the other day. The Premier League show on the NBC.
All I heard was the benefit of that would be given to the striker. To the striker. So maybe that plays into your information, Drinko.
But historically, that's how it used to be.
And the lines don't have to match as long as they hit each other. As long as they hit each other.
I haven't heard about blue line, green line, but we'll be here. That's fine. Maybe we'll
You'll see.
All right.
Okay.
I've been studying this all season. I'm telling you.
I see that. Well, I've been reading too, but I never saw anywhere where they're gonna be doing green line, blue line. I think the traditional top four will have more. We'll come back.
So it is a top four. All right, that's good.
Yeah. There's been a traditional top four in England. Now some people have fallen off recently, but we're not gonna name names.
Not recently though.
As far as recent is subjective, so we'll go there. But anyway, what about Europe as a whole, Drinko? What do you expect for not only season preview, but what's going on in European football as a whole? You are a resident European analyst.
Well, I don't think much is going to change, frankly. In Spain, I still expect Atletico Madrid to maintain that title. Atletico Madrid didn't make a lot of changes to the team. They didn't get rid of a lot of players. So I think they still stand a very strong chance of defending that title. And let's face it, man, they still got Suarez, they got João Felix, they got Trippier, they got Carrasco, they got Correa, they got Herrera, they got Kogi. So they still got a good core.
But a few people are trying to sell though. Trippier and Saul on the market.
Yeah, but
come to the EPL.
I mean, for now, starting the season, they're still there. And of course, they still got Jan Oblak, which is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So I think Atletico Madrid still could maintain that position in Spain. Real Madrid could probably take the second spot. I think them losing Ramos and Varane is going to hurt the team a lot. I don't know how we're going to do defensively. Even though last season when the other guys stepped in, Militao and Nacho stepped in last season. They did a pretty good job in the defense. So let's see how it's going to be. But we have to lean on the youth a lot in that
Militao makes a lot of mistakes.
If they can,
well,
he does too.
Don't forget, Hazard is fully fit now and raring to go.
Dude,
But you
if-
haven't you haven't even mentioned the biggest thing in international football right now.
dude,
Messi left.
you got to give me a chance. I was just on the second team.
Yeah.
So of course, I think Barcelona is going to come in third. I think losing Messi creates a really massive void in that team. I don't know who's going to take the mantle and run with it. I think them getting Kun, if he can stay fit, is going to help them up. Memphis, he didn't look bad in the first game, so we got to see where to go without Messi. But they'll need a lot of the youth team players to step up in that team.
I mean, they still have Dembele. They still have.
Dembele never plays. What are you talking about? Dude,
He's
they
injured all the
never
time,
plays.
dude.
What's the
He's
guy
injured all
from
the
France?
time.
Griezmann?
Maybe Griezmann
Griezmann.
and finally step into his own with the absence of Messi.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see.
Maybe.
We see. Maybe.
Maybe.
But you know what? Barcelona bought more than Madrid, a lot more. Maybe they were anticipating.
They bought what?
Who?
They bought players.
Bradwick?
They bought players. They bought players that couldn't even register, man.
They can't register then.
They bought
Yeah.
Depay and a few other guys that were not household names.
And a lot of the team, a lot of the core players, especially the captains of that team, had to cut down their salary just for them to be able to sign Memphis to that team, and a few other players. But yeah, I think in number 4 is going to be Seville. I think Seville always hang around. I think they're going to be a real good team, and they added Lamela to their team too. So I think that's good for them. We know that Rakitic still playing some good football.
Lamela.
Don't forget Emery Boys. Emery Boys.
Lamela.
I think Lamela plays better in Spain than he did in England.
Maybe that might happen.
Maybe they get more playing time, and the league might suit him better too.
So I don't know what you guys think about Spain, but that's how I look at it. I look at Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Seville.
I have to think about that for a minute. Yeah, they are. Atletico Madrid stable.
Those teams have been the stable top 4 for a few years. You could put Villarreal in there, but those 4 Drinko just need. They've been the stable.
I don't think Valencia is going to be bad either, but I don't think Valencia is going to crack into the top 4. I think it's going to be a difficult season for
who?
them.
Valencia.
Oh, Villarreal.
Valencia.
Well, yeah, Valencia have been struggling for years. Man.
If you had to pick a champion in Spain, who would you go with?
I'll go with the same order Drinko went in. The same. Our boy, Pedro. They're supposed to get something from Mbappe by Saturday. So
if Mbappe comes, forget it.
So did they order cheeses?
Pedro said Pedro on Shingarito TV said supposed to hear something about Mbappe by Saturday. I personally don't think Mbappe will come this season because the people you're dealing with, PSG is a money club too, and their owners are stubborn. They're Arabs. You're not just going to bully them into selling somebody. They'll rather lose him next year on that free transfer than you saying, "Oh, he's going to come by all means." So unless he kick up an extra fuss that he's already doing,
but he wants to leave.
You can want to leave. Hazard not leave Chelsea for 4 seasons straight. He never. They kept pushing him. Marina kept pushing.
And when
he
finally left,
want to leave.
We could send him back.
Yeah, because he was older. He got kicked a lot. Yeah, dude was dealing with injuries, man. But I'm saying he wants to leave, but it's not. It depends on the team that you going with. If you got a team that would say, "Oh yeah, we'll honor his wishes," we'll let the player pick his own path. That's fine. But you're doing a PSG ownership that likes, that likes conflict.
Mbappe
I don't think he's leaving this year.
I think they're gonna try. They're gonna try. If for them, it's more prestigious if they try to win Mbappe, win the Champions League this year with Mbappe, and lose him next year for free. If they can persuade him to stay, then selling him, what are they gonna buy him for? 100 million, 150. PSG don't need that
something
money.
around there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something around there. That's what I'm saying.
It's like 100, 120, between 120 to 150.
Yeah.
The man going for Lukaku price.
And we just got
Lukaku was 97 million pounds. Get it correct.
People say 115.
115 euros. That's the conversion. Okay.
But why are we converting yet to justify
Because
prices?
you can just say million and let people think what it is. Say going for Lukaku money. Lukaku was
Okay, gentlemen, let's
97 million. He
let's
wasn't.
go.
He wasn't
You-
a British record.
You,
That-
you
that-
were-
that-
outside of Spain, Drinko, what's happening in France?
But yeah, you didn't even get Geeks prediction for the league.
Four.
He did. He said he going with what
I did. I said I'm going with Drinko.
he did too. He talked a little bit before you.
Oh, okay. Well, never
No,
mind.
no.
He said-
No, I said Drinko full. He's full, but his I would switch. I'll put second first and put first second. That's all.
Okay,
Can
so
you verbalize it? We don't know what first second is. Verbalize the thing.
Madrid number 1, Atleti number 2, Barca number 3, and Sevilla number 4. That's it.
Hey,
Okay.
I know you
I
want
can-
you want
He
to
can
be
Carlo
there
we
for
trust. Let's go.
you want to be there for your team, but it's gonna
You
be
don't
a tough-
even believe you don't even
tough
believe
season.
that.
That King Carlo. Let's go.
Look, so
You don't even believe that.
moving on to let's look
I don't
at
know what
Germany
you're
a little
talking
bit. In Germany, Bayern Munich is clearly the favorite to win in Germany. Again,
Germany.
Right? Barcelona, Bayern Munich is just too good and is full of incredible players. We saw what they did to Dortmund in the Super Cup. I mean that
You think that the Super Cup, the Super, what do you call it? What do you call that thing? What was the name of it? The
German Super Cup
Pokal or something? Yeah.
Yeah, Pokal.
I think number 2 in Germany, of course, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be Dortmund. But Dortmund could be the one team that could put a surprise on.
Was Dortmund number
Bayern
2
Munich.
Was Dortmund number 2 last season?
I don't think so.
No, Dortmund was number
like-
3 last season.
Okay, third. Okay.
Red Bull Leipzig, which I have at number 3 coming up this season, was number 2 last season.
Okay.
But Leipzig always go down a little bit because they always sell their players. Not to say Dortmund doesn't, but I think Dortmund is going to pipe Leipzig up to the second spot. And believe it or not, I don't have Eintracht Frankfurt going in at number 4. I got Wolfsburg going in at number 4. I think Wolfsburg kind of dominated towards the end of the season, and Eintracht Frankfurt kind of fell off a little bit and lost their mojo. So I think Wolfsburg is going to take the 4th spot in Germany.
Okay. Well, with me, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I got no argument.
I thought going to the same order. Yeah, but so when Bayern started the preseason and stuff, players are still coming back, and the new coach Nagelsmann, I guess he's trying to get used to things, so they weren't performing quite as well. But then when he finally got his full team back, when they played Dortmund, because Dortmund that game before, I think Dortmund won that game like 5-2 or something, and Haaland went crazy in that game. So I was expecting it to be a more competitive match, but Bayern actually controlled them and beat them. And I was like, well, the thing about Nagelsmann is he's naive in his attacking. Yeah, in Germany it can work, but he always struggles in the Champions League because he plays other teams that are well equipped for that, and it seems to get exposed. He left Leipzig. Leipzig's going to drop. I don't even think Leipzig is going to take 3rd. Actually, I think they're going to be in 4th because they lost Upamecano, they lost their coach, and they're about to lose. I forgot his name. He's from Poland. He's from Poland. He usually puts his hand in a ponytail. Timo used to play off him a lot. I forgot his name, but I'm not collecting his name right now. But he's supposed to go to Bayern.
I know who you're talking about, but he ain't gonna come to my head right now.
Yeah. It starts with an S. He's supposed to go to Bayern too, because Nagelsmann wants him there. Dortmund will be in 2nd. I think Mönchengladbach will be in 3rd because they still got the same coach. It's still they ain't losing none of the good players. The only person that's shaking the leave is Dennis Zakaria, and he's still there. So I think they will be in 3rd. But that's my prediction for Germany.
You think this is the year they're gonna make that top 4?
Yes.
What about you, Geeks? What's your prediction in Germany?
I got Bayern, Dortmund, Stuttgart, and
Gladbach. With relegation for the last few
Why
years.
you like this, Taro?
Because you see what Stuttgart is.
Giggs, who's number 4? Yeah.
Stuttgart won the first game. They're top of the table right now. So
Stuttgart number 4.
No, Gladbach.
Gladbach.
Yep.
Yeah, Bayern drew their first game though.
So you're taking Wolfsburg and RB Leipzig out of that joint.
Stuttgart. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it'll put on Leicester City. Maybe.
You know what? I'm going with Dortmund number 1, Bayern number 2, Wolfsburg number 4, and RB Leipzig number 3.
You know who Dortmund new coach is, right?
No idea. Who's that?
The guy who was he was coaching what's the team? RB Salzburg. He was coaching there right when Haaland was about to leave. And he's okay. It's not as great. He's okay. But we'll see how it goes. He got players. So when you got players at disposal, coaching becomes a little less stressful for you. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go to the next league.
Yeah, well, the only other league is France.
We got Italy.
We got
Italy.
Italy.
I forgot about that.
We got Italy, and in Italy this season, I'm looking at Inter Milan to maintain that title. Even though
you don't want to do
Hakimi is gone,
no league, huh?
We'll do that last.
Even though Hakimi is gone, and of course Lukaku is gone, but I think
Conte is gone.
And Conte is gone. Conte did a lot with that team, but because of financial reasons, Conte had to leave because he was told he had to sell players, and I don't think that's something he wanted to do. But yeah, they got Lugo, whatever his name is, from AC Milan, and they still got Martinez, and they still got Zapata. So I think
they ain't got Zapata yet.
Yeah, Duvan Zapata, the Colombian dude, he's still there. He's still at Inter.
Isn't Zapata a striker?
Yeah.
He's not at Inter. He was at Atalanta. Inter's trying to buy him to replace Lukaku.
I think they got him because he was listed on the team.
They ain't getting.
But we can double check that. But maybe this is the year, 32-year-old Alex Sanchez coming to his own and play some good football. Who knows?
What do you mean coming to his own? He came into his own already. Alexis Sanchez.
Maybe he could be healthy and play.
I think Alexis Sanchez days are kind of behind him, but he won a championship.
Yeah, so I think Inter, Inter Milan, I think Juventus is going to come in second. They're going to lean on Chaser a lot, even though they still got CR7 there and Dybala. I think those three are going to be the standout players. They old in the back, so we're going to see how they will.
They're always old.
Always old, but it's still holding down. You seen them dudes play at the Euros?
At the Euros, yeah, they look good at the Euros. So we're going to see how you will come around. But I think after a disappointing season that they barely made fourth, beating Napoli just 1 point to get into that fourth spot, I think they're going to make up this season. They're going to come in second. I got Atalanta. I don't think AC Milan is going to make the top 4 this season. They depend on Ibrahimovic and Giroud. So I don't know, but
Giroud might put some numbers up in Italy.
He already putting numbers up.
Atalanta could be in the third spot because we know they play some real effective attacking football. Their problem is defensively, they're like a Leeds United. But the manager is up for the attack, and if they can just tighten up a little bit better in the defense, because they will score goals. We know they're going to score goals, but if they can tighten up in the defense, I think they can make that third spot in Italy. And number 4, I got Napoli. They barely missed all last season. I think this is the season they're going to make it into the top 4 again and get back into the Champions League. They still got a core of players there. They got Koulibaly is still there, Insigne is still there, Martins.
He's never going anywhere.
Even though they're all in their 30s, but I think they still got some good football left among them.
Coaching will let them down again.
So so we're going with Inter, Juventus, Atalanta, and Napoli.
Yeah.
What you said?
I'm about to obliterate that whole thing. Inter not making the top 4. Let me just tell you that right now.
Wow.
Inter not making the top 4. I'm telling you, Inter will struggle. You know what it is to leave. You know what it is when to leave from Antonio Conte's regimen, and the way he's intricate with details, the way he can drill things down the coach to get a whole new philosophy from Filippo Inzaghi. Everywhere else Filippo Inzaghi coached, you just see how they play. They play totally different from what Antonio Conte does.
No, it seems like Philippi is the same as Simeon. I thought there's two of them.
Oh, it's Simeone? I thought it was Filippo.
Simeon Inzaghi is the manager.
Okay, one of the Inzaghi brothers.
Yeah,
both of them are not great coaches. It's a whole lot different from how Antonio Conte is going to coach. Yeah, the players that had in that team were tailor-made for a 3-5-2. You coming back, you changing formation. You're gonna have people out of place. You're gonna have Nicolo Barella, where he's good, but he's not going to be playing that Conte role, that attacking 8 anymore. He's going to drop down a little bit to hold, which should take away from his game. Who else is depending on? Arturo Vidal and Alexis Sanchez, and who they got? Dzeko. They just signed Dzeko.
Martinez. They got Dzeko.
They got Lautaro. Lautaro about to sign a new contract, but Lautaro was feeding off Lukaku a lot in the style they were playing. Okay, that coaching thing, that you're taking away their talisman Lukaku out of there. You're taking away Hakimi, who was like crushing most of their counter attacks. You're taking him out of there. You're taking the coach. That's a drastic change. Trust me. You saying AC not going to make the top 4? AC Milan might win the league. I'm just telling you.
That's a big statement because AC Milan hasn't won the league in I don't know how
I don't see that happen.
Did you see last season how close they were?
At the beginning, the first half of the season, they were good.
They were close. They were close until Ibrahimovic got hurt.
But they were second though.
Yeah, they were close until Ibrahimovic got hurt. They were giving Inter Milan a run for the money. Like those games were very intense. Yeah, and you take that away from Inter Milan now. Milan might win the league, man. I'm telling you, Milan might win the league. Juve will be in there. Juve will be second. Okay, Juve will be second. The next 2 teams, it's going to be Lazio and Roma. They're going to be in the top 4.
Jose again.
Yep. Lazio and Roma are going to be in the top 4. I'm telling you. Inter's going to be 5th. Let's go to Giggs.
I got Roma winning league.
Roma?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Man, it's possible.
When was the last time Roma won the
Yeah, you just said the same thing about AC Milan. Like,
yeah. He said when the last time he forgot he took second last year. Call your prediction. I'll listen to this man.
BigScout. I got Roma number 1.
Depending on Mourinho.
I got AC.
Yeah.
I got AC.
And
I got Roma number. Hey.
Well, you were just trying to buy Tammy, like
right.
struggling to buy Tammy. What you mean, and Tammy gonna do numbers in Italy, man.
Oh,
Go ahead, Giggs.
But he knows. Jared knows. I got Roma, I got AC Milan, I got Juventus, and I got Napoli.
Wow.
That's my 4.
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't even watch Italian league like that. I only watch once in a while.
Don't say nothing then.
So I'm going with the historical champions. I'm going with Juve.
Yeah, get out of
here. I'm going to Juventus. They know how to always win Italy. So I think they got.
Wait. Didn't Allegri go back to Juventus?
Who?
Yes,
Allegri.
Yeah, he's back. He's back there.
Then they're gonna win it.
That's like me going with a historic champions Arsenal to win the league.
That's why I got him taking second.
What are you talking about, man?
Juve will win the league. Milan will come second. Inter will be third, and I'm going with Napoli as 4th.
Okay, well, yeah. Mark these things down. You're writing. Okay,
and then
we'll go back.
This has been recorded, Tara.
All
right, so let's look at France. There's not much to say about France. I don't think there's much to say about France.
Yeah,
on paper, PSG is the best team.
Yeah, they're gonna win the league
in the competition, and
let's go from second to 4th.
I think PSG is gonna have that zeal that they didn't win the league last season. I think they're gonna dominate the season. You know, they added Wijnaldum, Ramos, Messi, Donnarumma, and I think they're gonna be a really crack team. But hey, we all be waiting for the disappointment when they get into the Champions League.
Hello. And it's gonna happen.
And I think down the list, you know, it's gonna be. It's hard to tell who's going to come in these different positions in France. I think personally for me, I think the biggest favorite to win the other 3 places is going to be Lyon, Monaco, and Lille.
Yep.
I don't know what order they're going to come in, but I think
Monaco chances will hinge a lot on if they lose Aurelien Tchouameni, but before the end of the transfer window. It's getting close. I think he's going to stay. but teams are still looking at him. Chelsea's still interested in him. Manchester interested in him.
What position he played? I don't even know who
He's
you're
a
talking
he's a
about.
midfield. He's a midfielder.
know,
Tremendous.
midfield.
I'll send you his video for you to look at him. The young
Oh
kid.
yeah, I remember that like a couple of months back.
Yeah, he came from
Yeah,
Bordeaux. He came from Bordeaux.
I remember one
Pretty
game I
good.
was looking at him. I was chatting with you about him. He's
Pretty good. He played. He's up and comer. Like that stuff. You know how I always look at central midfielders in League 1, because for some odd reason they got gems in there. Like I haven't seen well, apart from Bakayoko. most of them come from there and shine.
Hey, Bakayoko was a gem when he was there. He was a gem.
Yeah, he was good. He was very
especially
good.
numbers for Monaco.
He was very good. But they're good. If Tremendous leaves, then they might put Kamara in there to replace him, but it'll be a difference. He does a lot for that team, as young as he is. That do not even 20 yet. I think he's like 19. He's very good, very good. So we'll see how that goes. But I go with those three teams: Monaco, Lyon, and Lyon. For the three places.
You're not putting them in order either.
Nah, it can be a flux in there. It can go either way.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all.
Monaco might hang around fourth. Leo and Lyon will share the next two places.
Yeah, but
Monaco,
I think that's
Monaco, Lady, and myself for me.
Drinco, not Drinco, but Giggs. You got any quick?
You just said it.
Input on France?
Yeah,
he said Monaco, Leo, and what it called?
Monaco, Leo, and myself.
Yeah, I don't know. From my point of view, I think most of these French games with PSGs are going to be like practice games. I'm not even going to bother to watch it. I might watch some of the highlights because I think
just watch the Champions League.
In as much as,
but even in the Champions League gigs, and they really only get competition when they reach to the quarterfinals and up. I mean,
well, it depends what group.
No, it depends on your group.
They might play like in the group stages. They might play like one or two difficult games. After that, it should be easy. I mean, kind of team they put on together.
Jerry, PSG look good on paper.
Yeah,
we don't know what PSG is going to look like on the pitch.
PSG will be in Madrid or Barcelona group just because of players.
Pochettino is going to have his hands. He's going to have his hands filled, and he's going to have a lot of work to do to try to blend that team together.
And
I think they'll be fine. For the most part, they'll be fine.
And then
when they
hopefully the
get
Eagles don't destroy the dressing room, because once that started, we got a lot of Eagles in that dressing room, and once that started, it's going to blow up.
Kicks, stuff like that.
Blow up. You know.
Yeah, I guess Ramos is no longer taking free kicks and penalties. He can
and Neymar. What about Neymar?
Ramos signed his contract before Messi, though, so maybe Ramos got that in his contract.
Yeah, got nothing in their contract. But they'll not give it. They'll not get a PK to Messi, man. They'll give it to Neymar and Mbappe.
I think
one of those two. They won't give it to Messi. Messi could be missing penalties.
It depends who's on it. I guess it depends who's on the field at the time.
Yeah, and free kicks you can kick it, but
and what the game is too.
And what the game is, yeah.
Okay, let's move it a little bit. We've been stuck on Europe for a while. Transfers, the big transfers, besides Messi, that caused shockwave across the world. We've had some big transfers like Romelu Lukaku,
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish moved for 100 million.
Pounds. You gotta be specific on this part, bro. They got people who be trying to sneak money around.
Why you doing conversion table?
Because that's what it is. That's what it is. No, I'm not
doing conversion all day.
I'm not concerned about money.
We are
financially balanced. I'm not concerned about money.
Who else moved for big money in Europe?
That's it.
I don't know if that counts as big money, but Varane went to Man United.
For what?
Yeah, it wasn't that much. It was like 34 million.
50.
Oh, that was big.
It wasn't 50 million.
It wasn't 50. It was
34.
It was like 35. Yeah, it was 35.
35 plus add-ons. Maybe it might get up there.
Oh, so in euros, yeah. In euros, it'll be 50. Yeah.
You're counting the biggest transfer that money could buy. But you look at PSG. PSG's got the biggest free transfer of all. They got all the free transfer.
And they got a big ass wage bill because they're paying those dudes like
they got a
400,000 a week. That's crazy. But
Hakimi moved for 65 million, I think.
Yeah. And Arsenal made a big transfer, 50 million for Ben White. That's big.
That's big. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, yep, bought a lot this season though.
Yeah, we're doing a project rebuild right now.
Hopefully, they do a lot better than they did last week Friday.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll come into the top four prediction. We'll talk about Arsenal. I know you can't wait. You're just
Hey.
Those are the big.
But talking about transfer, right? Those that they paid for, those that went free. Who do you think is going to make the biggest impact on the team?
On PSG?
On any team, Lukaku at Chelsea, Messi, Ramos, whoever you think at.
Well, the transfer window is not open
yet. Who you think is that one person that's going to
let's take the team to the next level? Now. Yeah, I think you can
have an impact on their team.
Messi is going to do great because it's France. It's France,
and the two he playing up top. They will free up things for him. He playing and
Messi is
going to free up things for him.
He's going
to. Anyway, there were one man he looked good too, so they will be feeding him a lot.
I'm looking at Lukaku and Varane. If Varane can settle in England, I don't know how he will adjust to the league because nobody can ever tell. Lukaku already know how to play in England if he can get
Varane's a speedster, so
he will definitely score more than.
Yeah, it's very physical though.
Yeah.
Is he physical? I know he's quick. I know he's fast. I know he's fast. I know he's smart. But I don't know about his physicality.
I've never seen him like play that kind of football before in Europe.
No, he is. I mean, no, he won't put it on his face like Ramos, but he's tough.
But can he handle a cold night at Stoke? That's what I want to do in November.
I mean that's a good transfer because it's better than Lindelof playing next. It's way better than Lindelof playing next to Maguire. So that solidifies Manchester's defense a little bit because that was a big issue for them. So that's key. And then Manchester they did that back transfer. And then they got a right winger that they've been needing in Sancho. So the team is pretty solid, man.
But they're
pretty solid.
And it's taking them several seasons to get there. They slowly build up that team. But the striker position, though, if Rashford can come back, Cavani is still good.
I think they're gonna play Cavani more than Rashford this season.
Rashford
had a little surgery. He had a
shoulder surgery, but he'll be back by November.
And Cavani coming with the service he's getting from Bruno, from Pogba, from Sancho. If Cavani would miss somebody, he would score a lot more. And you can't take a hot score out of the thing because you want to play Rashford. They will probably put Rashford on the left here and there in some games. So that's how it goes. With Lukaku, that was Chelsea Achilles heel. Striker. Timo was not playing out of not striker. He played more from the left in the 3-5-2. They had Kai Havertz played more striker than Timo played. Timo played more striker when Lampard was there, when Lampard got fired. And they pushed him to the side a little bit. Those goals that Timo was missing, and they fall into Lukaku. Yeah, we know Lukaku with frustrations and now he would blow some shots over the goal or like he get directly the goal. But what I've seen, I know it's Italy. We're saying it's Italy. But I've seen it in Italy and I saw it in the Euros. His game has developed a little bit more than it was before he left England.
Yeah.
And then the coaching, with age too. That man training.
He's also fitter. You see, he's slim.
Yeah, he's slimmer.
It's not like when you were United.
He had a digestive issue that they found that Conte and them found out at Inter. So they changed his diet. He had a digestive issue. They changed that.
I know what the issue is that Congolese food.
Yeah, this man been training under. He's been training under Thierry Henry in the Belgian team, and he been working with Drogba. He's doing things. I'm pretty sure he will help us a lot. Those goals won't go. Those goals won't go to waste again. I'm pretty sure he'll help us a lot.
It's not going to be.
And that'll push us up the table. That'll push us up the table.
One more transfer question.
Go ahead.
What impact is Jack Grealish going to have at Manchester City?
I don't think.
I think Jack Grealish was a duplicitous transfer. You already had Jack Grealish on your team. Why are you getting Jack? That money they could have added more to that money and bought Harry Kane, and I'd be struggling now to find another 100.
And you saw what happened. And you saw what happened in that game against Spurs. Grealish, Sterling, and who else? The Spanish speaking all were on the left side.
Stepping on the same toe.
What I heard is that Man City feels like they don't get a lot of credit in England. Pep feels like the English media hasn't embraced Man City like they do Liverpool and they do United and Chelsea. So they wanted to make their team a little more English. And that's why they're going after these English players so they can be a little more likable. I don't know how true it is, but I don't think Jack Grealish is a player they needed. They already got people that can do what he does.
Yes, and do
Yeah,
it
it'll be
well,
like-
and do it well too.
And somebody,
very
you know
well.
what somebody mentioned to me the other day? They were like, if you're going to spend 100 and whatever they spend on Grealish, just go and get some maximum from Newcastle United because he does the same thing Grealish does, and he can go for like 50. Or
You know
something.
what? I won't even argue with that. I
No,
don't think
I wouldn't
Grealish
argue.
numbers.
I
I
wouldn't
don't think
argue.
Grealish numbers,
His numbers.
are worth 100 million. What about you, Giggs? Who you looking at of the transfers all over Europe to have a big numbers this year, or to at least take their teams to the next level?
Well, I have to say Ramos. I think he's gonna.
I even forgot about that, man.
I think he's gonna because Ramos brought a lot to us, so I think he taking that to PSG, who just got the talent, but the leadership and the camaraderie and all that stuff. Because you won't get that from Messi. Messi got his clique, and that's how he operates. But Ramos brings the group together, so I think PSG. I think he will have a big impact to get PSG to that next level.
So
You
you
mean
mean
in
Champions
Europe
League.
now? Because in France, they don't need
No, I'm talking
Ramos to
about
win that
champions.
league.
I'm talking about champions, like
Champions
I'm talking about
League.
in Europe. Yeah. Like,
so you think if Ramos is fit, Kepembe, that's his name, right? Is going to take the bench, right?
He should.
Yeah, well, who?
Oh,
yeah,
anybody-
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
with
it'll-
Ramos-
it'll- it'll be-
Ramos-
Ramos will play with Marquinhos.
Yeah, it'll be my game. It'll be
Yeah,
my
it
game.
has
I
to
would
be
take
Ramos.
the bench for Ramos. That's Ramos,
Kepembe.
bro. That's Ramos,
Kepembe
but
gonna
right now
say
he just got injured. He's not even playing right now. Injuries, he's still injured. So, but when he comes back, he's still Ramos. You can't take that from him.
All right. I think we've done well for the first half of the show. We cover a lot. When we come back for the second half, it won't be as long. We will have just top 4 predictions in England and this weekend predictions. This year, we would like for people to be taking the weekend predictions because some of you guys can be going wild.
I'll drain.
Let's go back. No. Hey, get pen and paper and write it down because I'm going to go wild again on this prediction this
All right. Okay,
this weekend.
We'll be right back on the.
All right, back to the nitty gritty of part 2 of Africans Talking Sports. We're going to get into the top 4 predictions. It should be easy. You put Arsenal at 1 and Chelsea at 4, and we're good. Ty, Drinco, Giggs, let's get into the details of the Premier League. The squads are not fully done yet. Some people might still buy, Premier League deadline day. Last 2 weeks can get crazy. But we're going to make our predictions as it is, what we know, the information we have.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's start with Thomas. Giggs, give me your top 4 prediction. Let me get him out of the way first.
I got
Champions.
Chelsea number 1. I got Chelsea number 1.
Yeah.
I got Chelsea number 1. Got Man City number 2.
Okay.
I got United number 3. And I'm gonna go with Liverpool number 4.
Wow.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's a good. England is kind of hard to predict this year, but
You said Chelsea, City,
United,
Man and Liverpool.
and Liverpool. What about you, Drinko?
Wow. You ready for this? This is gonna be
I'm
a wild
always
ride.
ready. Don't bring Leeds United up in the staff for.
No, if that man said Leeds, you're calling.
Start getting rid of coffee.
I got Man City. Man City. I think it's gonna maintain, especially if they can get a striker. I think if they don't get a striker, a focal point on their team.
So what we know now. We ain't said
What we
we're
know
talking
now.
about getting more. We're talking about what we know now.
When we come here next week, or when the window closes,
we can revise it. Yeah, we're gonna revise it.
I will go with Manchester City. In first place, I will go with Liverpool in second place. I think Liverpool having a healthy team back is going to help them. The problem that Liverpool is going to run into is that they don't have a deep deep team. So when people start to get injured, I think they're going to struggle a little bit. So hopefully they can keep the players all healthy. I'll put Chelsea in number 3. Actually, I think it's going to be a tossed up in that top 3 position. But, for the sake of this, I'll put Chelsea in number 3. I think Tuchel is going to really bring it this season. And I think if they can get Lukaku firing, I think Chelsea is going to make some headways. And in the number 4 spots,
I mean, you just talk about the changes Chelsea made, and you put in 3rd.
And the number 4 spot is the great football.
Changes don't always mean it's gonna,
it's the great footballing.
That's true.
Least you.
Be asking that person.
Least gonna do what?
Very good, Tyrone. Unmute the man. The man has a right.
I mean that nonsense.
Go on, Ty. Go on.
What the hell?
Please unmute Drinko, we beg you.
That's it for me. That's it for me. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leeds United. Top 4.
That's pretty good. What about you, Ty?
Whatever.
You just start with number 2. We know where your number 1 is.
Oh yeah. Winning the league, man. Winning the league. Winning the league. Number 2. It was a toss up between City and Pool, but Pool stuff is when African Cup of Nations come up in January, they're losing Salah and Mane.
Yeah.
And Keita actually.
And Keita.
Yeah, and Keita. So they'll be depending on Jota and
That's why I said
and Van Dijk back, but he's coming off an ACL injury.
It's not gonna be the same.
ACL injuries, you don't come back fresh unless your name is Adrian Peterson. You don't come back fresh. Yeah, you don't come back fresh. It takes a while for you to for you to find that comfort level and that form again, because it's mental too. So that's why I would drop them to the 3 for that, and I'll put Man U at 4th. The only reason I'm putting Man U at 4th, if they had a better coach, I'll put them up top. But I don't trust Ole coaching. He got the talent. I don't trust his coaching. So I'll put him at 4th. That's it for me.
I got that in my top 4.
Wow. I think the league is going to be between Chelsea and United, personally. The person, I don't have a problem with his coaching here, even though he's not as good as some of the other coaches. The person that can get the striker up and firing will win the league. So between Chelsea and United, for now, I'll put it in Chelsea's corner. I'll go Chelsea number 1, United number 2,
Arsenal number 3,
City 3, Arsenal 4th.
Which United you got in number 2? Leeds or the other United?
So you and Drinko went to not the game this year, isn't it?
Wait, not to get this year.
Like seriously, you ready? Arsenal, we in 4th place, dude. Like really, man. Come on.
Seriously. I think maybe now with Mikel, but I think we're in a rebuilding process. I don't think.
Dude, and you're in a rebuilding. You're in a rebuilding, and see if you're the way it is.
Tara, you believe your team is going to win the league. It's really fair that a man believes that his team is going to come in 4th place.
I think my team. Let me be honest. I think we're going to lose the next 2 games. And after that, I think we'll have a stable enough squad. I think it's just preparations that the team lacks. I think we'll be 4th. We can come top 4th.
When Giggs put Real Madrid number 1 in Spain, nobody questioned him. But everyone questioned.
That's possible. That's possible. That's possible.
I think Arsenal can make top 4 this year. I actually think it's going to take a while for that team to click, but.
I was just waiting for Al to listen to this part.
I think that clicking gonna happen until that clicking will be happening until the 38 games finish.
No. There's also a possibility where Mikel can get fired, but
so you're expecting the coach that comes in to basically take you guys.
I expect a very wide ride. I don't know where it's gonna go, but if it's click, it's gonna click. If it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go very wrong. It's not gonna be anything in the middle.
Okay.
Maybe it's time for you to change the shirt you're wearing.
It's nothing.
I would never.
Nothing wild about your Arsenal right.
This shirt.
Go back to wearing your original shirt, bro.
That shirt is always in the closet.
Can we move on? Can we move on? Because you and Drinko choose to play funny this segment.
We're going straight to weekend predictions. This segment is going to be short because we're going to our weekend predictions for the Premier League. And this week, I'm gonna start with Drinko because his prediction can be worse than mine. Saturday morning, 7:30, Drinko, Liverpool, Burnley, Liverpool at home.
I got Liverpool winning 3-1.
3-1. Giggs.
Yeah, Liverpool 2-0.
Ty.
I got Liverpool 3-0.
I'm gonna go 3-1 like Drinko. And then 10 a.m. Aston Villa, who lost their first game at home to Newcastle, with the newly purchased Joe Willock. Drinko.
Look, last season we saw Aston Villa on the high at the beginning of the season. We saw it on the low towards the end of the season. They still continue that trend. Newcastle win the game 2-1.
I'm right there with Drinko. Same score for me, 2-1.
Damn, I didn't see that coming. What about you? You saw Newcastle play this weekend? They were
I saw them play. They were playing West Ham. West Ham is more cohesive.
Yeah, they made mistakes, but they played good.
It was a wild game, but they What about you?
I got Villa winning 1-0.
Yeah, I'm going Villa 2-1. What about Palace at home to Brentford? Drinko.
I think Brentford is going to continue having a good season in these early days. They're going to draw that game 1-1 with Palace.
Ty?
It's a 2-2 game.
2-2. What happened to Giggs? Giggs, you're back. Right, Giggs.
Yeah,
Crystal Palace at home to Brentford with Patrick Vieira in charge.
Brentford caught a break because of who they were playing, so I think Crystal Palace wins this game.
I don't know what happened to your feed, but that's good.
Even the feed not sure about what the man say.
Yeah.
I mean, I said what I said. Brentford caught a break because of who they played. Now it's back to real stuff.
I'm looking for Vieira to get his first win 2-1 to Palace.
Of course. What else were you gonna say?
All right. The next game is Saturday at 10 a.m. The great footballing Leeds United against Everton. That's actually a good game. Leeds lost their first game. If they lose this one, it's already looking like a rough season for them. And they lost really badly on the weekend. So let's start with a Leeds fan.
Stop picking on us. Look, Leeds United. We had a bad game. We came back in that game. We equalized, and then everything just broke loose. Like, we went the BS away, and apparently we had no defense in that game. But I think we'll bounce back, and we'll win this game 2-1 against Everton.
Well, hopefully Kevin Phillips plays. What about you, Giggs?
Everton wins 2-1.
Ty?
Leeds will win the game 3-2.
Whoa.
3-2. Leeds is never stylistically fit to play Man U. Last season was the same thing. I think the aggregate was almost like 10-2 or something like that.
Yeah,
they almost 4 and 5 goals. Like every time they play Man U, like that counter can like punish them every time because they're just wide open.
They're not used to the speed.
Yeah,
the speed of this beginning. I will go for a draw. I think it'll be 1-1. Next game, Sunday, Southampton at home to Man United. Score.
Oh, United win that 2-0.
What about you, Giggs? I mean, Drinko.
Southampton wins 2-1.
What?
Okay. Okay.
United winning the game 3-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 to Man United too. And then at 9 a.m. we have Wolves at home to Spurs. Giggs, what's your prediction?
That's Nuno's homecoming, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rough game. They're not gonna want to lose.
I'll go with a draw, 1-1.
Drinko?
I think Wolves is gonna upset their coach, man. They got Jimenez back. It's gonna be 2-1 to Wolves.
What about you, Ty?
They got Jimenez back, but they're missing Pedro Neto in that midfield to help them. Spurs is like a Jekyll and Hyde team. They play well. The first game, and then today they went and lost that European Conference League. But we don't know what's happening with Harry Kane. We don't know if he's going to Man City or not. It's all up in the air. But
I think he will play. I think he'll play that game.
We'll see. But I think Spurs will win the game 2-1.
I'm going to 1-0 to Wolves. Me and Drinko on the same bus here today.
Okay. I win Spurs 2-1.
All right, the game of the weekend. Arsenal.
But before you get to the game of the weekend, I think you skipped 2 games though.
I didn't skip no game. What are you talking about?
City to Norwich and Brighton to at Watford.
You are right. I skipped 2 games. That's why we got Man you on the show. Let's go back. Man City to Norwich. We don't even need to bother with that, but go ahead. Give your prediction.
I'm going with City 3-0.
What about you, Ty?
4-0.
Giggs?
Yeah, I'll do 3-0 for me.
Yeah, I'll go with
4-0
to City. And Brighton at home to Watford. That's a good game, actually.
That is a good game.
Yeah. Ty, what you want? What you got
2-2.
for that?
2-2 game.
I got reading my mind. 2-2. That game is gonna be fire. It's gonna be 2-2.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
Giggs.
I don't know. You get a winner. I'll pick Brighton to win 1-0.
I'm picking Brighton to win 1-0 myself. All right. And then the game of the weekend, Arsenal at home to Chelsea. Let's go to Chelsea, man. Ty.
Yeah, we're beating Arsenal 2-0.
Wow.
We'll miss like more chances to make it more than 2, though, but it'll be 2-0.
2-0. Not even a goal for us. Ain't this a bitch? Drinko.
You have to say let go with the Chelsea people next time, okay?
You're not Chelsea, man. Get up from here. Get your prediction. As far as I know, you ain't got Chelsea jersey in your bag. What are you talking about?
Thank you. Good call that, man. Good call the score.
Chelsea wins 3-1. I think they're gonna.
Giggs?
Yeah, I'll go.
Can I finish, man?
I'll go with 3-1.
No, I ain't trying to hear that.
You just need a score, man.
Where you got Giggs? Where's the score again?
No, I said 3-1. 3-1.
3-1.
Chelsea 3-1.
I think this game comes too early for us. We're not ready. So I'm going 3 goals to Chelsea. I don't know how many goals Arsenal score, but 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. We lose. I don't think it comes too early for us.
You're scoring 2 goals against Arsenal. What attack? What you mean 3 or 2? Like, what you guessing? Like, so you don't know what's happening. Be honest here. You already put Arsenal in the top 4. If you don't want to be serious, my man, let me know that so I can take off next week, man. What kind of mess is this?
3-2 to Chelsea. You ain't even happy I gave you a win?
I'm not happy because you just talking. You just talking crap.
Why we can't score?
How you scoring 2 goals?
We play at home first.
All right, the man is already defeated. Leaving.
Yeah, it's true. Playing at home, 3-2.
You play at home and all your fans will be protesting outside.
Don't worry about that. We bought some players and all that shit going on. We got Oba is back. Yeah, we got a little problem in the midfield, and one of our defenders hurt, but it's okay. I think
does Oba want to play for Arteta?
Oba wants to play. I don't think the coach knows how to get the best out of him. But
let's go on to the next game for this round, which is one.
We did Newcastle, Southampton.
Monday, West Ham versus Leicester City.
Oh, that's a delicious one.
That's a delicious
game.
Early.
Yeah, West Ham. What about you, Drinko? West Ham at home to Leicester.
I say 2-2.
Yeah, that's gonna be madness. Giggs.
Leicester 2-1.
What about you, Ty?
A 1-1. 1-1.
I'm going with West Ham on this. I think West Ham will beat them 2-1. That's a good good.
That's
good
a tougher game to
That's
call
tough game to
than that
predict. That's a
Arsenal
good-
and
that's
Chelsea
a
game.
good game.
No, the Arsenal and Chelsea game, I think it's straightforward. We all
I
won
mean,
with the same score.
Chelsea. Arsenal beat us what the last 3 times,
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
So if we beat you, it will be funny though.
It will be funny. It won't be. It won't be actually. It actually won't be funny because that stuff will piss me off. I feel like after that last game y'all won,
They gonna-
where you defended for like 90 minutes and y'all got Jorginho basically own goal stuff he did.
Yeah.
It
They're
wasn't
gonna
own
think
goal,
they're gonna think they're
that's the ball in the
resurrecting
goal.
the season if they
No,
beat Chelsea.
I think if Arsenal win that game, it will be a really boost for us. But I can't.
They're not
see
winning
it.
no game, man.
They got
No, not winning no
too much going on
What a
right now.
boost! A
And
lot of disarray down there.
Well,
Go get
we will let Drinko close the conversation today. We've come to the end of the show. The former Chelsea fan will have some stuff to say. What you got to say, bro?
Come on, Drinko. Let's
hey,
go.
folks, we want to say thank you, and we appreciate that you're tuning in to listen to us. We hope that we can keep bringing you some good soccer entertainment, some good news, some good footballing stats. And as we start this season, brand new on the African Talking Sports podcast, that you will stick with us and you will invite your friends and you will share our links and you will share our platform so that we can keep bringing some good entertaining and jovial podcasts your way. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
All right.
All right, guys.
Good night.